Hey everybody, Steve Kreiner, the Dog Soldier here. How's it going this week? Man, it's been an awesome week. Happy Thursday. This is episode, I think 11 or 12 of the podcast. I'm not for sure, but I have some bad news. I'm having a few technical difficulties, and I actually just barely got this thing running. You guys probably noticed a while ago. I started up and there's some loud banging upstairs. Well, anyway, you know how it goes. Sometimes stuff just don't work right. But anyway, once again, this little segment is going to be brought to you by TacticalPredatorHunter.com for all your dog soldier gear. This week's podcast is going to be real short. I didn't get no guests this week, just for the simple fact is I had a guy lined out. We was going to talk about Rambo bikes and some off-the-wall tactics. We were going to do all kinds of cool stuff like that, but some things come up, and that's just how it is, and it just kind of sucks. But anyway, kind of a little show update. Dog Soldier is airing for another couple weeks, and then Season 4 is wrapped. We have a great set of sponsors. You always see the billboards right here, and we got a great set of sponsors. We want to thank all of our sponsors. We want to thank everybody, all the guys that watch this podcast. The cool thing about it, about these little podcasts, and I can do them anytime I want, so I'm going to try to make this up. But I've been working real hard this week, and we're having some internet difficulties. I'm getting text already. What's wrong with the live feed? What's wrong with the live feed? And sometimes things just don't go right, but the good thing about it is I can always do it again tomorrow, next day, or whenever. I'll let you guys know. Next week, the podcast will be canceled. I'm going to be out of town, and unless I just hit it lucky, if I'm on location with good internet, then it works. Sometimes it don't. But anyway, the podcast next week will be canceled, and possibly the next weekend. I'm going to have my girls with me. I'm going to Missouri to pick up the girls, and I'm going to kind of take a 2-week vacation, just chill out with them and Emily, and we're just going to roll with it. But everything's good. Season 4 is winding down. We got a good set of sponsors. We're bringing on new sponsors all the time, and I'm just freaking happy right now. Everything is going perfect. I started another little podcast channel, or actually just a little video channel, and it's called Fearless Conversation. If you guys want to check that out, check it out. It's just pretty much me blabbing into the camera. Talk about business, talk about markets, talk about positive stuff. Man, I've started smoking a pipe. I think I told you guys that a couple podcasts ago. Well, I'm making pipes, and I was going to bring some down that I made this week and show you guys. Just doing a lot of cool stuff. Keeping my hands busy. It is summertime. It's the off season. But the good thing about that is we are going to go above tree line. Now, I don't know if you guys know. Some of you guys that live out west here know what above tree line is. Some people may not. That's way up high elevation where it's cool and where there's lots of coyotes. Lots of coyotes. I'm going there the weekend of July 22nd, I think, right around that weekend. So that's my first hunt of Season 5, and then I'll have another little couple weeks off, and then I'll go down to MFK the last week of August, and then we're going to pick up with September. I don't know if you guys checked out the Facebook page today and some of the stuff I've been posting. I drew a Unit 49 tag, and I drew a goat tag, an antelope tag, and I drew a Type 3 whitetail tag where I know there's some really nice whitetails, and I am jonesing to kill a whitetail. So I drew all 3 tags I put in for in Wyoming. I'm super excited about that. The bear hunt, I filmed all week last week and the week before trying to kill a bear, and it just didn't work out. I guess I just didn't have really what it come down to is I didn't really have no big bears this year where I was hunting. And that's pretty common out here where I'm at in the units I'm hunting. And, is what it is. But anyway, we're just rolling right along. We're going to go hunt above tree line, like I said. and we're gonna get up there. The coyotes are pretty stupid. We're gonna get in there before the sheep. We're gonna get in there before all the elk hunters start scouting, and man, we are gonna tear them up. But most of all, it's gonna be me, Dennis Riley, Stearman, and Bill Jackson. And we all got Rambo bikes now, and we're gonna take them Rambo bikes and put them through the test. Kind of an update on the Rambo bikes, and a lot of people kind of looked at me awful funny when I got these bikes. They're like, it's just a gimmick, it's just another thing for Steve to try to sell. Well, plain and simple, and not gonna sugarcoat it, because if you sugarcoat stuff, all you got's a piece of candy, and piece of candies, they melt away. So this is straight up, plain and simple. My life is the retail business and marketing. It's my job. But when I find a tool, whether it's Cirrus Windicator, Rambo bikes, Winchester Coyote lights, Flextone Dog Soldier Series calls, if I find a product that I really like, if I find a product that I really think will benefit some people, I bring it on board. That's just really plain and simple. That's just really what I'm supposed to be doing. That's my career. That's what a lot of people don't understand when they're trying to get into this business. They think, first of all, they can be a hot rod, and they can get all this. First of all, you don't pay your bills looking cool, and we all have a personality. Some of us are more successful than the others. Trust me, I am not one of the most successful people in the outdoor market, but I work really hard at it. The store is doing good, and I'm always trying to find better things. It's like the Rambo bikes. Yeah, the Rambo bikes are going to sell good in my store, but what's really good about them and what's really exciting to me about it is the Rambo bikes are something that I'm going to utilize. I'm truly going to use this. I mean, out here, when them government trappers start screaming the roads, when the planes start flying, if a coyote sees, hears, or smells you, and we talked about that the last 3 podcasts with Rich, they can do 3 things. They can come to the call, they can sit down, or they can leave. And they very rarely come to the call if they're pressured and they hear you. Motor noise sucks, man. Motor noise sucks. If you have a 10,000 acre ranch and you start walking on it, I promise you, if it's a normal, let's just say an average area, you're going to kill more walking it out than you're going to be driving your 4-wheeler or your Ranger or your pickup. You're going to kill more by walking. I mean, I used to hunt with a set of guys about 10 years ago, and we walked miles after miles after miles. Well, some of you guys have rode mountain bikes before. You can cover a hell of a lot more ground on a mountain bike and use a lot less effort than you can by walking. And now you got Rambo bikes, which is electronic assist. You get to a hill, and I mean with a 15-pound, 20-pound, or in my case, a 40-pound pack on your back with a game call, rifles, cameraman tripod. Then you got a cameraman on a Rambo bike. I've been filming, like I said, the last couple weeks bear hunting, and we utilized them. We're riding them things that you cannot possibly ride a mountain bike just by pedaling. But also, we went 4 miles calling bears in such a short amount of time. And to walk that 4 miles would have killed us where we were at. So these things are really, really, really working out, and I'm excited to be part of Rambo. Cirrus Windicator, it's a great little gadget, man. I've been selling the crap out of them. Go to tacticalpredatorhunter.com. I've got refill cartridges. I'm telling you what, them things are awesome. But you know what? Maybe you want to use talcum powder or water or anything else. Just like Jim Angot from Cirrus said, you don't have to use a Cirrus Windicator, but you got to have something. You got to be mindful of your wind all the freaking time. Good thing about a Cirrus, pull it out of your pocket and push the button. So there's 2 new partners that we're really excited about for Season 5. We're really pumped up about that. Jeremy Brown just commented and asked, Steve, do you ship to Canada? Heck yes, I ship to Canada. This is America, homeboy. You're just a neighbor, and we love you. So heck yes, we can ship to Canada, and we're going to ship to Canada. Put your order in. Listen, guys, instead of putting a promo code on this podcast, because I'm probably not going to leave it up, because it's going to be short. I'm probably just going to exit out, to be honest about it. Well, if you guys want to order something, go to tacticalpredatorhunter.com. I got hats left. I got some shooting sticks left. I got a lot of cool stuff left. Just put in Ground Crew on the promo code, all one word, Ground Crew, and I think that'll get you 10% off. And also, I don't have it. Oh, yeah, hold on just a minute. Hold on. Don't go nowhere. Okay, this is a customer service announcement here. So I can't remember the guy's name now. Oh, dadgummit. Well, anyway, so I had a customer order a Dog Soldier FLX 1000. And my motto here at tacticalpredatorhunter.com, because looky here. I mean, that's my ugly mug on the box. You know, this is a call I helped Flex Tone design, and I don't have to fight with them very much because our customer service is awesome. And there's a reason why you don't hear about our customer service very much, right? Think about that just a little bit. You can't hardly find a negative review. I don't know if you can find a negative review on the FLX calls, but so this is a customer service announcement. I'm going to brag a little bit. So a guy ordered an FLX 1000 on Tactical Predator Hunter and had it for about I don't know, a month or two. Excuse me just a second. Ed Gajowski from Michigan just said, I like seeing the shirts back, Kreiner. You bringing them back, the others? Yes. Go to teespring.com or go to my fan page on Facebook. And if somebody wants to go over right now and copy that Teespring link and put it in this chat for the people that don't have Facebook can see it. But anyway, when you go to click on that link to see the Gunslinger shirt, at the bottom there's also a see what else there is in the store. I have a storefront on teespring.com and it's called Dog Soldier Threads. Every shirt I've ever designed, coffee mugs, stickers, everything's right there. Okay, but anyway, getting back to this FLX 1000. This gentleman ordered this FLX 1000 a couple months ago or so. And maybe I got lucky and he left the batteries in it. Oh, yeah. All right. So here's what we got right here. This is a Dog Soldier FLX 1000. And this is how much I love you guys. And this is how much that I appreciate you guys watching live here, right? So anyway, this is a Dog Soldier FLX 1000. They retail in the store for $269. First of all, at that price point, I bet you'll never, you cannot beat it for the price point. It's loud, it's clear, and I'm kind of hard selling real quick, and the reason why is because I'm going to sell this thing. What happened is this little bolt right here, there's a little nut on the bottom, okay? It's designed to put a tripod plate on it and get it up off the ground, right? Well, if you use a cheap tripod, like me, I use a cheap tripod, and sometimes when you screw that plate on and then you open the speakers, I'm going to turn this thing off so I don't run the batteries down. So you open the speakers like this, okay? It's a little bit back heavy, right? Well, if you don't balance it just right and tilt it just about level, okay? That little nut, I'll be honest with you, that's one flaw that I have found in the FLX, is that nut will pop out. Well, that's what happened on this FLX 1000. It's got a little bit of red dirt in it. Look like you've been hunting Oklahoma right here on the bottom of the speaker. It's fully loaded with Energizer batteries and like brand new in the box. That thing retails for $269. If you guys want to call, I'm going to sell that. First of all, just go to tacticalpredatorhunter.com and go to the contact me page and shoot me an email and tell me that you want it, and I'll sell you that thing for $150. That's a little under $100 of what it cost, and that's 70. Let's see, that's $80. That's $80 almost less than what it cost me. So give her hell if you want an FLX 1000. But anyway, I appreciate you guys watching these things. This has really been a success. There's only 18 people watching now, but on a regular podcast, we'll have at least 300 will watch this before I get it edited, and then the recount. So the podcasts are getting watched, normally, 400 or 500 times it seems like on YouTube, but iTunes is where it's at. If you guys got iTunes or a platform, go to iTunes and search Dog Soldier Plain and Simple Predator Hunting and rate that baby. I mean, dude, we're already, like, if you put in predator hunting, we're on top. I mean, it didn't take long. Brian Downs used to have an awesome podcast. It was called a Talkcast back then. And then when Fox Pro took it over, I don't really know what happened. But actually, probably black tape happened, because there's really not enough people in this market to talk to without finding somebody on the other side of the fence. And that's just a fact of life. So that it's hard. I'll be honest with you, it's harder for me to find guests. But that's fine. We're going to have Rick Paulette on in the future with Lucky Duck. We're going to have, gosh, I can't think. We're going to have Hampton on again. Speaking of Hampton, he just texted me and asked me what's wrong with the live feed, so I know he's still kicking. I seen he had some problems today and he had to go to the hospital, so I want to do a shout out for Scott Hampton. And man, I tell you what, Hampton, we love you, buddy. We know you've been through a lot here lately, and damn it, you're my hero, dude. I've not seen many people go as far as you in 5 years, and you're a perfectionist, and everything you touch. I'm not tooting your damn horn either, but everything you touch seems to sparkle, and dude, we love you and we hope you get well. But anyway, so rock on, right? We're having a good time. If you guys want to go to tacticalpredatorhunter.com, just enter Ground Crew, and I think you'll get 10% off. I got some inventory left. I kind of let it die down. Drags. I want to talk about drags. Hold on just a minute. Like, I'm going to use this podcast because I'm going to kill it here in a minute. So I want to show you guys some cool products in the store that I don't really talk about, because I'm not a hard sell guy, but I do want to show you some cool stuff. Hold on. Alright, I'm back. Okay, so sniper veils. I don't know if some of you guys have watched the show and my camera. I knocked my camera throwing stuff around a while ago. But sniper veils are very useful. They're not just to look cool, even though they are cool looking. One thing, if you're sitting out in the sun, which if you got luck like me and the sun's wrong, or you just don't have no shadows to set in or stuff, you can just throw that over your head. Even in the summertime, it don't heat you up, and it'll cool you down if anything, but the most important thing is it'll break you up. I killed just about 90% of my coyotes last year in a freaking t-shirt, so it's not really, it's more to break up and take the glare off of me as an individual. So anyway, MFK. Let's talk about MFK. I carry the Dog Soldier Elite. I carry the Pup Screamer, and I carry the 2-reed Comp Howler. Them's my favorite ones. That's what I use. That's what I carry. I love them guys. I want to thank them for the support. Rock on. And yes, I am playing the cool kid when it's 100 degrees outside wearing a beanie. Okay, so speaking of MFK, now let's talk about Sterling Justice with Just Us Surviving. Now, he's a paracord braider. There's a lot of them on the market right now, but I'll tell you what, dog drags right here. I can't remember how much they are at the store, but they're a great dog drag. They're real thick. They're comfortable. I've drugged turkeys with them. I've drugged a hell of a lot of coyotes, and we really have a good time with the dog drags. Now, another thing that we put on the store that a lot of people haven't seen, because I don't focus on sales a lot, so this little podcast is kind of a let me sell you some stuff, because I just been busy and technical difficulties, and I almost didn't get live tonight. But anyway, so this is a Just Us Surviving Gear Dog Soldier call lanyard. Now, you guys don't see no shiny clips. You don't see no plastic clips. You don't see nothing that can clank, right? Okay? So if you take your FLX 1000 right here, just run that loop through there. Run the loop through there, and you just slide over that right there. And boom, it's on there. No clanking. And it doubles as a dog drag. And I'll tell you what, actually, since it's attached to this FLX 1000, you guys go to the Contact Us page at tacticalpredatorhunter.com. $150 for the FLX 1000, and I'll leave the damn call lanyard on there. How about that? Hey, I feel like that SwamWow guy. You know, like wax on, wax off. Let me spray some stuff in a boat and see if it sinks. Dude, I'm going to go to that network that does nothing but sell stuff. Like, I am pumped. If you guys pipe smoke, I know Raymond Teska on here, man. Raymond Teska, he's a great follower, he's a great friend, and he watches them and he comments and he interacts. Even on the Fearless Conversation page, he's a pipe smoker. I'm making pipes now. It's great. It's relaxing. I love it. You guys want to check out some pipes? Just find me on Facebook. I'll shoot you some pictures. Anyway, what else can I sell you guys? No, just kidding. Anyway, along with the store, you guys, I posted this week that I appreciate it. What you guys have done for me as a person this year. I've been through a hell of a lot this year. A lot of people around me has been through a hell of a lot this year. Roger Rivers from Swamp People, I want to give a shout out to him. Really good buddy of mine. Lost his grandson this week. There's just a lot of things that happened this year. One of the biggest impacts I've had is I had some stuff said about me that wasn't true, and I had to fight like hell to make it through it. It was really tough. It wasn't bad. I wasn't blamed for doing drugs or anything like that, but I tell you what I was blamed for. I was blamed for defaming a veteran. And you guys have watched my show enough, and it is what it is. I am what you see. There's so many people on the internet that know me as a true person, and they know I'm the most patriotic son of a gun you'll ever meet. And even though that this was said about me and it wasn't true, it did bring some things to light. I spend a lot of time supporting our veterans. I do a lot as far as public speaking, as far as to you guys, how much support I do. But one thing I don't do, really, to be honest with you, I would rather personally support a veteran or something like that than give money to organizations. And it's not bad, but if I was dumping thousands of dollars into organizations and I didn't know where the money was going, and I started talking about how much I support veterans, then that's almost like I'm looking for a pat on the back. I thank our veterans and support our veterans because it's personal to me, and that's what I need to be doing, and that's what I'm going to do. And, we can't make it without them. But that was probably the most impactful thing that happened to me this season. And let's just make this a rundown podcast, season rundown. I'll tell you what, that was probably the most impactful thing that's happened to me in my career. I wasn't scared, and I'll tell you why. Because I'm fearless. And I know a lot of people, you're like, yeah, he's got it tattooed on his arm. He thinks he's a bad butt. And I've been trying to cuss a little less on these things too, if you notice. But anyway, fear to me is anything that's thrown in your way. And it could be a situation like that. Yeah, it scared me. But being fearless is not being without fear, not being, living without being scared of anything. It's how you handle it. And, dude, that's like the smartest thing. Taylor Swift, I think she's got a song called Fearless, and that's exactly what it's about, It's not living without fear, and it's not, damn it, it just, that word means so much to me, and it's not because I'll ride bulls, and it's not because I'll catch rattlesnakes, but gosh dang it, it's because, sheesh, man. It just means a lot to me. A lot of things. First of all, as a public figure, it don't matter what happens. It don't matter how you do things. There's always going to be people that don't like you, especially in this industry. And no matter how much, I'll tell you one thing that I've done is I get so personal with you guys on these podcasts, and I get so personal with you guys even on the fan page and even on the TV show. I drop my guard a little bit, and believe it or not, that's really not in this industry how you're supposed to do things. If you guys noticed, there's a lot of people in every industry, all over every walk of life, every avenue, no matter what you're doing, hunting, fishing, race car driving, there's all kinds of stuff, okay? And really at the end of the day, and I'm going to be honest, at the end of the day, we're a marketing tool. We're here to grow numbers. We're here to grow sales. That's what we do for a living. Some of us are able to fine-tune things a little better and have our own show and do things like that. But if you'll notice, a lot of public figures don't really throw themselves out there too much unless it's on a live, they might do a live feed on catching a blue marlin or do a live feed going to the pits at NASCAR. You just never know. But not very many people get personal. Now there's a few of us that really do, and I'll be honest with you, it gets you in trouble sometimes. And I drop my guard a little bit. I love you guys as friends, and I love the support you guys give us on the show. And this season has been so freaking awesome, and I've experienced so much in life this year. And one thing I do is I get so personal with you guys. I drop my guard, and then I make mistakes. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to quit being personal with you guys, because if you'll go to Fearless Conversation, you'll get it really straight from the horse's mouth. But I'm going to keep being me, but I'm going to stay a little more career focused, and I'm going to be edgy and pretty much tell you exactly what I think about anything if you ask. But I'm going to deliver my message in a little different way. Because, I get too comfortable, I drop my guard, I get baited out, and then I get myself in trouble. And nobody likes that. Kind of freaking sucks, to be honest about it, when, your life can change. As a public figure, life can change over any decision you make at the split of a second. Like that comedian that just had the picture on TV, holding up her head of Donald Trump, or holding Donald Trump's head off, acting like she beheaded Donald Trump. She's lost everything. She's lost every support or sponsor or gig she's ever had or gonna have. But one thing about it, if you think about it that way, okay, yes, our president is our president. We shouldn't really we shouldn't really do things like that. But if you guys remember the Hell Yes, I'm a Patriot video that I did a while back, and I said some stuff on that video that it wasn't really nice about Obama. Yeah, it was not a beheaded picture, but it was my thoughts, and it was me being funny, and it is what it is. But it don't matter what decisions you make in life, they can change in a second. So I'm just going to be myself. I see Neil Durham right here. He's like, man, be yourself. I'm going to be myself. And I'm going to probably get more closer to you guys in this next year than I've ever been to any viewership whatsoever than I ever have in the last 12 years of outdoor television. But I'm going to deliver it a lot more, I wouldn't say classy, because I'm not classy, but I'm going to deliver it in a lot better way. Not politically correct, not classy, but I'm going to deliver it a better way. I'm not going to cuss so much on the show. I'll admit, that is me. I have a bad problem with cussing, and I cuss a lot. But even I noticed this year when I watched the show, I probably cussed just a little too much, to be honest about it. Because there is little kids that like to sit and watch the show with their parents. And, that's what we got to do. We got to deliver the message to our youth, because without the youth, this industry will die. And when I say this industry, I mean hunting across the board in general. It's hunting is a renewable resource, but the people that hunt is not a renewable resource. There has to be some kind of education. See Garrett Johnson, keep cracking, old son. Oh, Garrett Johnson, Instagram monster. full of savagery, pure meanness. Garrett Johnson, Mule Deer Insurance. I think he goes by Brushwolf Hunter on Instagram. Got like 15,000 followers. Takes the awesomest pictures in the world. But anyway, Garrett's on here. You know, I appreciate guys like Garrett watching the podcast and supporting it, and it's freaking awesome. Brandon Butts, we watch you because you're not fake, Steve. Keep your head up, bro. You know what, Brandon? I don't want to get off tangent, and I don't want people to think my head's down or I am down because of all this. Actually, I'm probably in a better spot, Brandon, right now than I've ever been in my life. Personally, relationship-wise, career-wise, financially, I'm in a really, really good spot. But one thing I've learned in the last couple months, because I've had two acquaintances knock themselves off, and I've got some other buddies going through issues, and damn it, you know, the hunting industry lost a legend this week. Poot, Scott Hampton's dog. My buddy Roger Rivers, you know, grandson this week. I mean, the last 2 weeks have changed my life severely. And not trying to sound selfish, because I do feel these guys' pain and I do wear it on our shoulders. And I was talking to my sister last night. You know, I do carry a lot of people's weight on me. That's just part of being a criner. But you know what? I learned from it, and I learned damn fast from it. Man, my head is up. I'm going to keep moving forward. I'm going to stay fearless. And I'm not going to apologize to no one, man. And I am so positive right now, and I am so driven right now that the world better watch out. And I don't, and you notice I didn't say the hunting industry better watch out. Here's one thing that I got figured out being an old guy. You know, I'm 38 years old. I've been around the industry for a long time now. And you know what? I'm just Steve Kreiner, but I'm a damn good Steve Kreiner. I'm the only one that can be Steve Kreiner, and I'm the only one that can be me exactly how I want me. I'm the only one that can be me. Now, wouldn't that be a crock of crap if I tried to be somebody else? So I've been around this industry long enough to know that, first of all, it's not, you have to take awesome pictures, you have to take awesome video, you have to do this, you have to do that. But you know what? At the end of the day, it don't matter how many followers you have on Facebook, it don't matter how many tweets you get a week from anybody. None of that matters. This is a business. And the good thing about it is I'm in a positive place right now. I'm a good Steve Kreiner, and I know the business, and I'm learning it better and better every day. Speaking of that, we just took on another show, Justin Foster. And that's another thing. Justin Foster, really good buddy of mine, Southern Hoggers, lost his brother this week to cancer. And it's just like everybody close to me is going through these bad times. And it's almost like I'm sitting waiting. But me and Bill Jackson, my partner, we're ramping up our business on the production side a little bit. We're took over the production of Southern Hoggers. It's going to be on Roku, Carbon, and YouTube. It's going to be a great show. We got a full line of sponsors. We got enough money raised to make the show happen. It's going to be a badass hunting show. It's going to be an awesome hog hunting show more than anything. Really excited about that. Justin Foster is an awesome dude. I've never seen anybody want it so much. I mean, this guy wants the hunting industry so bad, and you know, he's freaking awesome. Raymond, I know, man. I love the chat room on the live feeds. It's freaking awesome. I get to see your guys' chats. I get to interact with you guys, and this is what I like to do. There's a chance that I may have a radio show someday, believe it or not. You know, I'm actually looking into XM. I'm actually looking into a lot of things. When I say I'm in such a good spot right now and positively, I just want to keep going. My holster business is as good as I want it to be. I can either raise sales in a click of a button or keep them shut off, just how I market it. The pipe, I've sold 10 pipes this week. I mean, you know, my hobbies are doing good, but my business, Tactical Predator Hunter and Dog Soldier, is doing awesome. And I love these podcasts. I love having conversations. And I want you guys watching. There's 18 of you guys watching right now, man. Go to don't do it right this second, I guess, or you can open another window. But go to YouTube and search Fearless Conversation and tell me what you guys think. Comment on them videos, subscribe, like them. Hell, if you don't like them, you know, don't watch. I mean, it's that simple. But you're going to see a side of me you've never seen before. I'm going to talk about business, personal life, how I get through certain agendas, how I manage businesses and hobbies, and how I mix them all together. I did a video yesterday, and I'm going to tell you this guy. I'm going to tell you this story real quick. So, Dawson, what's your favorite rifle? Man, I'm shooting a Winchester Model 70 right now, and I'm loving it. Miles, the topic this week is just thank you guys for supporting us all season. Love you. Ryan Brown, are you going to be the next Howard Stern? You know what? If I could be the next Howard Stern, actually no, but I could be the next Steve Kreiner on radio. You never know, but the only bad thing about it, in the hunting industry is not big enough to do what Howard Stern's doing. So we're just kind of floating around. Yeah, Ryan, there's not much of a topic tonight. We're just having a good conversation, and I hope you guys ain't tired of me babbling. You're welcome to comment and tell me to shut everything down, and I will. But let me tell you a story real quick. So I made this pipe, and this is going to give you a little taste of what I talk about on Fearless Conversation. So I made this pipe, and I wanted to smoke it. It's very relaxing to smoke pipe tobacco. And so what I did is I got out on my deck, and I'd been waiting all week for this block of wax to come in. So the block of wax come in, and I waxed this pipe. And man, I'm like, I waited all day. It's about time for the sun to go down. Everything's going good. And I start looking at this pipe. I'm sitting on the deck, and I'm getting ready to pack it, and I see little sandpaper scuffs on it. And so that may not mean a lot right now to you guys, but just listen to where I'm going with this. So the sandpaper marks on the pipe was not perfect. If you guys paid me to make you guys a pipe, I wouldn't send it to you like that. Straight up, I wouldn't do it. But I sat there and I looked at this pipe for 5 or 6 minutes, and I thought, you know what? I've been waiting all week. I'm going to pack this thing up and smoke my pipe. You know what? Why is it acceptable for me to smoke a pipe that ain't perfect if I won't send it to anybody else? Now, I know that sounds a little weird to you guys right now, but think about it. You know, I wouldn't do that to you guys. Why'd I just do it to myself? So today I got up out of bed, and everything I've done today, and I made another pipe for a guy, but everything I've done today, whether it be for myself or somebody else, I've tried to do it to the best of my ability. And if it was for me, I tried to do it to the best of my ability for me. It don't make me selfish. You know, what's wrong with us being happy or treating ourselves good once in a while? If you have good work ethic and you don't suck and you're a good person, you're probably working your butt off every day to satisfy your boss or your customers or whatever the situation may be. So why not we work our butt off and try to satisfy ourselves? Because really, at the end of the day, that's going to fade over into everything you touch and make your life more positive, make you feel a lot better about yourself, and you're going to start treating yourself a lot better. So think about that just a little bit. That's, you know, I don't know how a pipe could tell such a story, but, you know, it popped out, and I have no clue where that crap comes from, straight up. So, Tyler Thies asked me if I drawed any big game tags today. Yeah, I drew a Type 3 whitetail tag, a goat tag down by Douglas, and I drew a Unit 49 elk bull tag. Some areas of the country, Miles, the pups are out already. Brian O'Brien, what's your favorite thermal? I had a Thor 640 one time. That was awesome. You could video through it and everything else. I've got a little X-Sight 2 right now that I do some air gun stuff with, so you know, that's my favorite thermal. But anyway, guys, hey, I'm going to call it short. We've talked for 40 minutes. Yeah, actually, I like vanilla Raymond, but I like cherry more. But I got some buffalo. Raymond, you need to shoot me your address, man. Send you a little bit of Buffalo Bill. It's good stuff. Type 3 tag is a whitetail tag. That means I drew a whitetail tag and I can kill a whitetail or a mule deer out there, and then I can get a general deer tag as well, which I'm going to. So I can kill a mule deer, a whitetail, a goat, and an elk in Wyoming this year. And I still got a chance at a bear this fall. But anyway, guys, hey, thanks for the conversation. It's been 41 minutes. We're like 41 minutes over what I expected to happen. I did get things fired up. I think I was a couple minutes late, but it worked. And I'm glad you guys are here. We had a great conversation. I want to thank everybody for the support you give Tactical Predator Hunter. I want to thank everybody for the support you give me in general. This has been the best season of our lives, and we're going to keep doing the podcast every week, and we're posting videos up every week. So the YouTube channel's strong. The podcast is stronger than ever, man. And I use Briarwood, Ed. And but anyway, gosh dang it, I couldn't do none of this without you guys. And I even got made fun of a couple weeks ago because a guy said that, yeah, the only podcast I ever seen you on, you had 20 people or 13 people on, and yada yada yada. You know what? It takes a lot of work and a lot of money to do a podcast and try to do it right. And I don't care if there's one of you guys. If one of you guys are on here to watch, I'm going to keep doing it. I appreciate everything you do for me as a person. I appreciate everything you do for me as the dog soldier. And I appreciate everything you do for this industry, because supporting me and the other hunters and all this other stuff, man, it's good for everybody. So peace out, homies. I'll catch you guys actually next week, and the week after probably going to cancel. So anyway, hey, keep your head up. Move forward. Stay fearless. Apologize to no one. You guys need to start living by that, because I'm telling you right now, it helps. Don't matter what happens. Don't matter what's thrown at you. Dadgummit. It just positivity, and it keeps flowing. Peace out.